guys, welcome back. As part of the Great Northeast Tour, and actually the main reason for the Great Northeast Tour, was to come up to Lynbrook, New York to visit Trainland and furthermore trainworld.com and its physical incarnation, if you can put a website in a place. But I wanted to visit these guys because I don't even know if Ken knows this, but my first or second purchase in the entire hobby was from trainworld.com back in 2009, and it was some auto racks. And my cousin suggested the website, so he deserves a little credit, but those guys have always been a part of me in the hobby, so I wanted to come see what they had at the shop. I wanted to show you guys what they have, and furthermore, I wanted to let you guys know about their website, because you guys have discounts right out the gate. You're not trying to get the full MSRP on everything. You're competitive. You take care of your customers. You're efficient. My Trainworld orders have always shipped well packaged. Awesome support and customer support. You don't bend people over on probably not the right way of saying it, but you don't charge over excessive shipping charges. You guys are just well organized, well executed company.
Thank you.
And a great hobby shop. So with that said, we're here to see Trainworld, one of their stores. They have two, one in Brooklyn. That is actually Trainworld. We're at Trainland in Lynbrook. I'm going to show you some views of this hobby shop, and I'm going to shut up because a lot of you guys just want to see the cool stuff, and then we'll be back with Ken to wrap things up. So let's get started at some of the cool things you see here at the hobby shop. Scalers, eat your heart out. Look at all this stuff that Trainland has. Amazing stock on N-Scale, and this is just a portion of it. They've got Thomas and different sets. Just amazing amount of stock, a lot to cover. One of the larger hobby shops I've seen. More N-Scale, Cato, however you want to say it. Athearn, we're moving into HO now. It's just stocked up everywhere. Track, rolling stock, locomotives, you name it. Stuff on display, just amazing. And I would show you your warehouse, but I decided I'll let them keep the warehouse because it's just so much to see. As you know, they've got a very large online presence. And we're not just talking N or HO, they've got G scale, O scale, sets of all types. It's just amazing, amazing stuff. So, be sure to check them out online, trainworld.com. Or if you're lucky enough to live here, if I lived here, I'd be broke. Not necessarily because of the rent, but because of the shop. I would be in here all the time. Because look at this stock, just amazing. They got the old tin plate stuff, bunch of sets for Christmas and just regular sets. O gauge until you can't see straight. It just goes on and on. And this is one of two shops. So I'll be quiet again and just show you guys some more locomotives. There's all the heritage units, some of the heritage units in O scale. But I'll show you some of this stuff and be quiet and let you take in the views. Look at all these cornerstone buildings. Just love the structures. Me, I'm a built-up kind of guy because my talent lacks in places, but just lots of stuff to choose from, guys. Really amazing shop. So as you can see, there's a lot to see here at Trainland. Ken, thanks for letting me visit your store.
No problem at all.
Before I let you off the hook though, I do have a couple questions. I always encourage everybody to support their local hobby shops and online hobby shops, but I'm a history guy.
Okay.
So what's the history of Trainland, Train World?
Well, basically, my grandfather, Peter Bianco, started off as a hairstylist, beautician, used to cut hairs for a living. And, you know, it was Christmas time, so he got my father and his brother's sisters a train set. And, you know, a couple of days later, he found out it was worth a little bit more. So he took the train set back. The kids were saying, hey, what's going on? I'll get you another one, Sells that train set. And the same thing keeps on happening. So then he started, you know, with the haircuts. He said, I'll give you a free haircut if you bring in your old trains. So, you know, people would bring in their old trains, you know, and then he would kept on selling it, started from the basement of his house, and then it just catapulted from there. We started off in Brooklyn, and then moved to a bigger warehouse, 751 McDonald Avenue in Brooklyn. Now we own pretty much close to a whole city block of Brooklyn, and just a warehouse of trains. And then in, I believe, the 70s or 80s, we bought Trainland. And this became our retail flagship store. And now I came in, and some of my other cousins are coming in, so it's the third generation now. And we're just stronger than ever, and we're going more with online, and yet, you know, we still have a retail presence. So, yeah, that's where it began.
There's nothing like a great American success story, and that sounds like your grandfather.
Sure.
Great-grandfather? Grandfather?
No, my grandfather.
Grandfather, okay, got it right.
Yeah.
So it's always great to hear those stories, and, you know, see how people took something and made it into the success it is today.
Right.
And, you know, you guys, like I mentioned, emphasizing customer support, but you guys have heart too. And some places are just cut and dry business, and there's a heart element to you. I'm not going to divulge anymore, but these guys have a definite heart side to them. I'll just leave it at that. So thanks for everything you guys do for, you know, your customers and everything. You guys are top notch in my opinion, and
Thank you,
appreciate
James.
it.
I really appreciate what you're doing for the whole industry, and you know, you're starting something totally different. So I respect that, and I respect you. Thank you.
So thanks guys for your time, from his grandfather's story to one of my very first purchases here. It's great to see everything come together in the full circle here at Trainland in Lynbrook, New York. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.